What's up, everyone? Today I have 5 tips for you on how to improve your damage in Dekaron. Today's video suggestion came from Piot Miroslaw8587. Sorry, I probably just butchered your name. He said, or she said, this person said, what items, rings, earrings, and other items do we need to do more damage like you, and what can we do after farming the Perpetus? Your videos help very well, or your videos are very helpful. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into this. This person's comment was one of the most liked videos on the previous video. I was tied with another one, but I just flipped a coin, and this is the one I ended up with. And so this is the video that we're going to be talking about today. Only 2 likes, so let's, in this video, let's try to get a few more so that we can get a little more participation for these guides. But just a quick announcement for those of you who don't know, going forward, I'm going to tailor my content to what my subscribers want. You guys are going to choose the content. So anytime I post a video, in the comments, you need to go ahead and put your suggestion, or you need to like one of the suggestions that are in the comment. As long as that comment is made by someone who is subscribed, that is going to be the next video that I work on. So that is the format I'm going to follow going on. So I just wanted to let you guys know as we continue. If you have any questions, just let me know. Anyway, without further ado, I'm clicking in the wrong places. Without further ado, let's get into my 5 tips for improving your damage in Dekaron. So, as per the person's comment, I am going to go over some accessories and items as well, but I figured I would just make an overall video on just how to improve your damage, because that's what people ask me all the time. First thing that I am going to mention on how to improve your damage is, or my number 1 tip is runes. That is one of the easiest ways for you to quickly boost your damage. For those of you who don't know, you can go to NPC Jack, Seed of Dreams, Premium, and you can get a Shiny Rune package and a Fine Rune package in there. All of those runes are going to aid in adding to your damage. They add to your vitality, they add to your attack, and just it's one of the easiest ways to do that. You can also buy runes from other players. You can see here there's a bunch of different runes. All of these runes, especially runes like the Pumpkin Rune or the Maple Rune, I don't know about the Revenge Rune, but they add to your damage. So that is just a big, easy, simple way to improve your damage. So make sure you use runes whenever you're doing things. Okay, tip number 2 is vitality. A lot of people don't understand what this stat is or what this stat does. The number 1 stat that you can improve to see significant increases in your damage is your vitality. That is because your vitality is your critical percentage increase that is done to your damage. So, for example, my current vitality right now is 1793. And if you click this little percent button up here, you can see that that is a 301.5% modifier. Now, the max vitality modifier that you can have is 400%. This should definitely be a goal to max this out and get this to 400%, because that is going to be the most increase to your damage. So what are some ways that you can improve your vitality? So I'm going to give a couple quick tips here. And actually I didn't have my gear on right. You can see here my vitality is actually 350. So there are a couple key items that will help you with improving your vitality. 1, your Perpetus. You need to farm your Perpetus. This gives you 300 vit, and it's going to be a significant source of your vitality on your character. 2, the Gold Dragon Skull Belt. This used to be a very hard item to get. It is not anymore because there are a lot of people fishing and adding these to the market. You will need to save up some money to buy some, but at least from what I've seen, there's a pretty good supply of them in the agency. You can see here, 18 to 30 bill, about the price of a Grace. You can definitely find one. And you can see here that this gives you 180 vit, also very good. Another way to improve your vit is with some of your accessories. The Ultimate Dekaron ring increases your critical damage by 10%. Critical damage and vit end up going to the same stat. The Ultimate Dekaron ring can be crafted in Aria, and we'll go over that a little bit later. If you do have yourself a Spooklet, this can also increase your critical damage by 12%. This can only be obtained from events. You can also get vitality in your earrings. For example, here I have a Red Monkey earring plus 7. That's 170 vit. Very good. Another really good item you can get is a Trusty Armlet plus 9. You can farm these pieces, or you can buy them from other players. or you can buy the armlet itself from other players, but this gives you 20% critical damage, which is very strong. Those are just a couple of good ideas of sources. If you have a mount, your mount can help too. Like I have a Ventus, for example. This guy gives you 100 vit. You can also use crests. So like your crests in your costume. I have a 110 vit and a 110 vit in my green for my crest costume. They go up to 160, I think, 170 for green. So I could even make this even better if I really wanted to. But vitality, super important. Okay. Number two, my third way to improve your damage. I'm going to talk about gems and crests. Gems and crests are super important. I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, I have the same gear as you. Why am I not hitting the same as you?" I have a feeling you probably don't have the same gems as me. Gems make a huge difference when it comes to the amount of damage you can do. Specifically, there are these gems for your bracelets and your belt that give increased attack. So you can see here, this has dark percent 7%, lightning attack 9%, and dark 7%. Right there is a ton of elemental damage. Now, where do you get these? These are D-Shop items. However, I've never personally purchased them from the D-Shops. I just buy them from other players. If you go ahead and you type in stone, you can find them. So for example, here, there's someone selling a 5% one for 500 mil. There's a 7% one here for 3.5 bill. There's a 9% here for 8 bill. But these are really big on increasing your damage. So I highly recommend using these. They come from these disaster stone or elemental stone selection boxes. So definitely get some of these and put them in your belt and in your bracelets. It'll significantly increase your damage. In addition to that, you can have Vit gems in your helmet. Just wanted to mention that as well. That's another source of Vit. The gems that are in your weapon are also extremely important. You can see here I have Vit gems in my Helion Orb, but optimally what you want is you want strength or you want spirit gems. So like I could have a lot more damage just by changing the gems in my weapon. I just don't currently have them. Again, D-Shop item, you have to buy them from other players. The Vit gems drop in, I think, at least one dungeon. So, but there's that. But here, let's see if I can find one of these in the agency. So yeah, here's a couple spirit gems, for example. The reason these are so good is they give you 100 spirit, or if you use the strength ones, 100 strength. Some time ago, the scaling for strength and spirit was increased quite a bit. So if you get 4 of these in your weapon, that's 400 strength. 400 strength is a lot, or 400 spirit is a lot. So this is another way to significantly increase your damage. Is to get the proper gems in your weapon and the proper gems in your belt and your bracelet. Now, the best gems you can get actually give you 12% of the elemental or the disaster stone. So, again, got to buy them from other players. I think they're in the D-Shop right now, but you guys know I don't spend anything, so I always look to buy them from other players. But you can see here that the bracelet stone V selection box would give you 12%, which is really good. If I had all that, I would even be doing more damage than I am right now. But yeah, those gems are extremely important. You can also put penetration stones in your gloves. That makes a difference with your damage as well. Again, D-Shop item. You guys are going to love it, but I've told many people this is a pay-to-win game. I don't personally spend money, but this is where most of these items come from. But these penetration stones also increase your damage as well because they get past your enemies' either physical or magical resistance. So, very good. Okay, number 4, accessories and earrings. This is the thing that this is the thing that the person who made the comment was actually asking about. So, I am getting to that point. So, what accessories and earrings can you get that are going to help? Okay, now, a really good one is a red monkey earring. So this is something you see a lot of people selling, actually. So if you look in here, you can see people are selling the red monkey earring. This gives, at +7, you get 80 all stats, 170 vit. It's just very good PvE earring overall. This drops in the Scream Cave dungeon, anyway from +1 to +7. The Scream Cave dungeon is located in the same place that you do... Why can't I think of the name of the map here? Hold on. I can look. It's located in. I know this. Why can't? Oh, Illinois Shrine and then Scream Cave. It's level 195 dungeon, and it can drop in there. It's very good. Another best in slot PvE earring would be the Divine Moonstar earring. It's actually good for PvP too. But this gives 200 all stats and 10% all attack. Very strong. I can go over from that in a second. Another couple I want to mention, though, is these candy earrings, which I don't know where these came from, but they're in the agency right now. Very good. Damage 5%, and max HP 10,000. And then it pairs with the Valentine chocolate earring, which is 80 all stat, PvE 5%, movement speed 5%, and then there's a set effect that gives 500 all attack and PvP 1% damage. Personally, on all my alts right now, I'm using this Valentine earring along with this candy earring. They're not super expensive in the agency, and again, it's just gonna improve your damage and get you in a much better place. You also have some other options like I don't know. I don't even know if people sell Crashions anymore. Yeah, these Transcendent Spell Crashions. That's just 85 all stat. That's generic, very good. You can craft your own sheen. But those are some earrings that you can definitely be choosing from. The Moon earrings are how you get to the Divine Moon earring. So when you start off, you start with a new Moon earring. Okay, these drop in Deadfront, and a lot of people are selling them as well. And then what you do is you upgrade them, and then it goes to the Half Moonstar earring, which right off the bat is really... Or no, sorry, it goes to the Crescent first, and then the Half Moon. But the Half Moon is already 110 all stats, very good. The Full Moon is then 170 all stats, which is great. And then if you're lucky enough, you can upgrade it to a Divine Moon or an Aegis Moon. Again, those are upgraded at NPC Aria over here. I will show you that. I recently was able to make my Divine Moon, so... my Divine Moon Star, which is I've been really enjoying. But what you do is you go to Earring, and then you go to Moon Earring, and then it's New Moon, and you need Matira's Angers and Death Moonstone, and you go Crescent earrings, Crescent Moon earrings with the Angers, Half Moon is with Angers, and then Full Moon is with Angers as well. And then from there, you can go to your Pure Moon, which you need Heavenly Energy for, and then... Pure Moon is here, and then you can either go defense or offense depending on if you want the Divine Moon, which gives you the 10% all attack, or if you want the Aegis Moon, which gives you damage res and abnormal res. And the Heavenly Energy and the Adamantiums are farmed in the Shangri-La map, which is located on the north end of Arcadia. And Death Moonstones are actually super easy to get. You just go Seed of Dreams Exchange, Premium, and you can get Death Moonstone here for 1,500 Seed of Dreams. So that's for earrings. Accessories. Where do I start with it? Or where do I start with these other accessories? First and foremost, you guys are going to hear me say it a million times. Perpetus, Perpetus, Perpetus. Go farm your Perpetus. I have a guide on my channel. Go get that. Everyone needs this accessory. Second is going to be your Devil's Horn. That is also very good. That is farmable starting with your Matira's tier. In order to get your Matira's tier, you have to come over here to this NPC over here. And he gives you the... go here to show me the items. He gives you the Matira's Blurry tier, which for 20 Fortress vouchers, which you can just get from farming in any field maps. And then from there, you need Spirit pieces, you need Angers, and you need Insanity pieces, all which come from farming maps or buying them from other players. And then you come over here to Aria, and you increase your accessory, and then it's your Matira's tier, and you go down Blurry tier, Delic tier, Shiny tier, Karen's Fang, Bright tier, Karen's Fang, Shiny Karen's Fang, Devil Horn, all the way to the Shiny Devil Horn, which is great. 150 all stats, 10% critical res, 10% critical damage. It's just a very good accessory. Another accessory that I think is often overlooked is the Ultimate Deck-Align Ring. You can actually stack up to 3 of these, and when you're starting, I highly recommend using them. Again, you go here, you get the first Deck-Align Ring, you buy it at the same shop that you get the tier from. and Decaline Ring, and you just need seeds. You just need seeds, and just go to the ultimate just go to the to the ultimate Decaline Ring. Don't bother with this Transcendial Decaline Ring because you have to get these cacaos, which is a D shop item, so I wouldn't even bother with it. But it's not that hard, and you can actually get up to 3 of these. And even if you just stack up to 3 of these with your Infinite Spirit Dragon Perpetus, that's a lot of damage and a lot of PvE res, which is really good. The Halloween Spooklet Tier 3 is also very good. However, you can't farm it. It is an event item, and we're waiting until this event comes again, so I'm not even really going to touch on it because it's kind of pointless. But if it comes up, I will definitely mention it to you guys again. If you don't currently have this on your account, you can't get it. Again, hopefully they're going to be releasing something in the future. Fifth tip for increasing your damage, just going to say it, is your weapon. You need to get yourself either a Helion weapon or a Zudo or a Rondo weapon as a 200 weapon plus 10. Heffron as well is good, but at this point you're looking for either Helion or Rondo. A plus 10 weapon or a plus 12 Rondo is just going to have super high base damage, and it's going to significantly increase your damage. It's the biggest component of your damage, 100%. So yeah, you got to save up money and buy yourself a weapon from someone or craft a weapon yourself. I've never been able to actually craft a weapon because it's hard to get graces, but I just save up money through farming, and then I usually buy the weapon from people. For the all attack, you can see my all attack on this is garbage. The best you can get is up to 4,000. Realistically, you want all attack 3,000 in 2 slots. I only have it in 1 slot and 640 in the other, but I also got this weapon a lot cheaper. A really good healing weapon probably goes for about 25 graces. I bought this one for like 12 a long time ago because it had crap stats. So yeah, sometimes you got to settle. That's what I did, but it's a huge component. My last little bonus tip for increasing your damage is your pet. Oh, sorry, I didn't talk about crests. Let's go back and sorry, I meant to do gems and crests at the same time. Crest costume, super important. Crests in your costume make a huge difference. As you can see here, I've opted for 2 Vit gems. If my Vit was maxed, I would use all attack gems. And then I have a magic attack damage, 17%, and an all attack 24%. You just want some combination of the damage that you're using. So if it's ranged attack or melee attack, you could use that for your purple. And then the all attack, you just want to get the highest all attack you can, or you could do some type of critical damage there as well, depending on what's available. All of these crests are pretty much D-Shop crests, the best one you can get. However, the Vitality crests do drop in Fanville Dungeon and in Sacred Claw, and the PvE damage res gems do drop in the Space of Pilgrimage. No, not the Space of Pilgrimage. It's the... Sorry, I gotta look at this again. The Elanome Shrine Elanome Dungeon, which is the party dungeon where you farm your Lacrima. You can get PvE gems in there as well. I've had some drop. It is possible. The magic all attack ones, range all attack, or melee all attack, I believe, drop in the Boz dungeon. Again, though, I generally just buy them in the agency from other players. But this is also a huge component of increasing your damage. My last little bonus tip is your pet. So your pet... if you can get one, makes a big difference. So my Sayer pet, for example, increases my... Ooh, this doesn't work anymore this way. It increases my critical attack by 15%. So that's 15% critical damage or 15% onto my vitality. And then damage reduction 5%. Just the 15% alone is really good. I also socketed it with an 8% magic gem, which is really good. And then I branded it with magic attack 300. Now, unique pets are good, but they are a premium item because you have to have the Ocarina of Eternity in order to keep them indefinitely. You can buy them from other players, like I did. I think they go for about 8 graces. They're very expensive, but if you save up and you're thinking about doing this long term, you can do that as well. Anyway, that is all my tips for increasing your damage and getting it closer to what my damage is. I really feel like I went in depth with pretty much everything. I left out little minor things like a talisman, 5% damage. Obviously, wings make a huge difference. Getting your wings all the way upgraded to YS is huge because you have your all attack on the wings and then the all attack from the reinforcement options. That's a lot of damage as well. But yeah, you have your you have your emblem. You know, there's so many components of this, but I feel like this was a general broad overview of how to increase your damage and get it a little bit closer to what I have, because I know some people are asking about that. And again, you can see I am a long way off of having optimal gear. There are so many things that I can improve. Even your armor set, you know, you get like your spirit stats from your armor set and your brands from your armor set. Brands are another huge thing too, right? There are so many components, but yeah, hopefully this gives you guys something to think about. If you have any significant tips for increasing your damage, please leave them in the comments, and yeah, we can share that with other people. I also want to remind you guys that the next video I do will be based off of the comments of this video. So you need to go into the comments right now, leave a comment for what you want to see in the next video, or if you don't have a suggestion, look at the comments that are there and make sure to thumbs up the comments that you would like to see in the next video. If your comment wasn't selected, you can always just re-comment again, and you know, hope that the next time around it's the most thumbs up one, and then that'll be the comment that I work on. If there's like a tiebreaker, I'll do what I did with this one. I'll flip a coin and we'll just go with it that way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful. It was a lot of rambling, but you know, something to think about. Anyway, guys, until next time, take care.